Hi, I'm Kevin Baird. I had the pleasure of playing for the Cherry Creek Bruins from 1976, 77, and 78 football seasons. To me, what made the program the most successful was the continuity of the coaching staff. Those guys have been coaching together for 10, 15, 20 years, all the way from Coach Tesone, of course, who was the general. Ken Ratcliffe was our offensive coordinator, and of course Mike Wolford played a huge role for the defense when I was there with Rocky Martin, and Jack Brookhart was the you could always hear Jack Brookhart coaching on the offensive lineman and defensive lineman, and all I could say I was glad I wasn't a lineman in those days. And Jerry Dorcott was a coach throughout that time period too. It was fantastic. I was fortunate enough to play for the varsity my sophomore year, and then obviously through my senior year. And it was a fantastic experience. We were competitive in all those years. We had a shot at the state title all 3 of those years, and it was just a wonderful experience. I did go on and play in college, and the other award for high school was I won the Freddie Joe Steinmark Award for the top scholar athlete for the state of Colorado in 1978. So.
And I'll tell you what, I think our defense is going to get better, but I know one thing for sure, our defense is not going to be the same.
Sets up the throw on second down and goes deep for Williams. Could be picked off. And is. Number 48, a senior from Englewood, Colorado.
Tomczak throws this one up really for scrambles. It's just going to be whether Baird can out-jump Williams. And you're going to see Kevin Baird, a senior, go right up and catch the ball at its apex and make the interception. Williams being the leading receiver in Ohio State hit.
Anderson turns upfield. Tomczak going to put it in the air. Goes over the middle, and it is intercepted. Baird's got it off the tip. And he's out of bounds at the Ohio State 24. Tomczak's going to throw. No, he's not. Yes, he is. He's got a man. He's got Williams. Intercepted in the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone by Charles Hutchings.
Look at Baird, number 48. What a tremendous effort to keep Williams from catching a touchdown pass, and then very much of presence of mind, Hutchings intercepted.
What a terrific college football game this has been.
Back to pass. Got a man open. Overthrown. Interception. Number 48, the Stanford Cardinals. He's moving down across the 50-yard line into Kevin Baird. This is the play. A tip ball. Great reaction by the linebacker, Kevin Baird. Only I'm sorry, strong safety, Kevin Baird.
Situation in this drive for the Boilermakers, intercepted by Kevin Baird. He stepped in front of Linville, and he is finally run down by Richardson, but inside Purdue territory. Interception number 3 on the afternoon for the Stanford Cardinal.
I think the culture of being on the Cherry Creek football team was, you know, you had an expectation to perform at a high level and to win football games, and it wasn't a you know, military type outfit or anything. It was just a good, positive environment for making sure that all the athletes would perform at the highest level possible. And you know, it was very special because as a kid playing Little League football in that area, you know, that was the big thing as a kid to go to the high school games on Friday nights and watch the players, you know, come down through the crowd and, you know, high-fiving you or whatever, and you'd hear the sound of their cleats on the concrete, and it was a good, long, fun tradition, and I'm glad that tradition is going to continue.
And Kevin Baird and I graduated the same year in 1979, and I was thinking about this, and I think Kevin Baird, for what it is probably the best high school football player Cherry Creek's ever seen on both sides of the ball. All-state running back, all-state wide receiver, all-state returner, and he's a true example of what a student athlete should be, being able to balance his athletic abilities with his academic abilities. And I think that shows by receiving his degree from Stanford and then going on to law school. But Kevin would be the type of person that I hope if I ever have a son, my son would become, because he just balanced everything. And you know, he needs to be around high school kids so he can be the example that we would like our kids to be, in terms of balancing athletic and academics, being competitive in both, being a great family man. I know he coaches youth sports, and he's a terrific guy. He was a terrific football player.
Kevin was just an outstanding young man, an athlete, another one of those really smart kids. Played mostly on defense for me, returned punts, did a lot of other things that I didn't get involved in because I was kind of specialized at that point in time, but just an outstanding kid, returned punts for touchdowns, had a ton of interceptions if I recall, and was always around the ball just because he had those great instincts.
Kevin Baird was kind of the strong, silent type. He just did everything well. You knew he was there, but he was just kind of a presence, and he made you know, besides his great talent, he made everybody else work better, work harder. But it was in a kind of a silent way, kind of a spirit way, kind of moved everybody to do the best that they could for Cherry Creek.
Scott and Kevin, number one, congrats. It's been an honor working with you guys on the board. But number two, you're to be commended. You guys laid the groundwork for everything that we accomplished later on. I remember growing up watching you guys play and always wanting to be, you know, as good as you guys, or at least close there too. So thank you for everything you did for the program. Congratulations, and the honor is very well deserved. Thank you.
Yeah, I think the special thank you to the Fred Tesone Alumni Foundation for inducting me into the Hall of Fame. It's a great honor, a great privilege, and thank them for putting together the association to not only honor former athletes as we age and we're running out of years here, but also for helping to get all the players back together and kind of do what they can do to help the program and help the coaching with you know, financial needs, etc. So I think it's a great program.